What is up, everybody? This is Nick Fiore. And Adam's with me right here. As you can see on your left, watching this video, Fiore's Nation YouTube channel right here on youtube.com. This is the Monday Night Raw review from last night's Monday Night Raw of April the 19th of 2021, the second Raw after WrestleMania 33. Now, quick mention, was thinking of doing this Raw review from Raw last night live, but very last minute, and I apologize, guys. Won't happen again. Adam wanted to do this this format, and though this format looks cool, but it was just Adam and Nick last minute decision. But so apologize for that, guys. But I don't know if this is going to be the formula going forward for Raw reviews, but it might be. But not sure. But if you like, but we want to get your opinions on if you like this way, this format for the Raw reviews I hear in the channel, or the one where I'm calling Adam on Zoom from my phone, and that way with the live Raw reviews. Let me know what you guys think, which format you like in the comment section. It'd be greatly appreciated. So let us know which format you like. So it would be greatly appreciated, and it would be good if you do that. So that's that. And such, and that's that. Now, also, as you notice, today I got a haircut. So for those wondering, hey, Nick, what happened to your long hair? What happened to your long hair, Nick? Well, today I got a nice looking haircut. Almost got the haircut of Dominik Dijakovic, or maybe a Samoa Joe, or maybe of a 2003 heel Hollywood Rock, if you remember him, who he was great back in the Ruthless Aggression era. He was awesome. He was awesome back in the day, man. So haircut like that. Well, though Hollywood Rock had a half short haircut like here and stuff. He was almost bald, but not quite, like half bald. The perfect way to describe it. But got a haircut today. I like it and it feels great, and desperately needed one for a while. So happy I did that today. But this is the Monday Night Raw review from last night's Monday Night Raw, April the 19th of 2021, the second Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania 37. Now, let's talk about Monday Night Raw last night. Yeah, I feel the same way you do, bro. Believe me, Adam. Believe me in every sense of the word, dude. This show, man, I don't even know how to describe this or where to even put it. This show just continues to get worse every single week, and it's a running gag. This is like they just continue to get worse and worse and worse. Like how is it even possible at this point? And last week's Raw was the Raw after Mania. This week's Raw, the second Raw after Mania. The first two Raws after WrestleMania. You would think they'd have a fire lit up their ass and just start fresh, but at this point, Raw is just garbage. It's just Raw will never change, guys. Raw will never change as long as Vince McMahon is alive and breathing. Absolutely fucking awful. What did we fucking watch last night, dude? There was nothing noteworthy outside of Dominik Dijakovic and Madden unmasking. Outside of that, and the NXT and SmackDown promo packages, this show was absolutely fucking terrible. This show is the worst. Monday Night Raw is the worst show on television, dude. Bar none. Raw is absolutely fucking abysmal right now in every sense of the word, and I mean that wholeheartedly. If you defend this show, you have mental fucking issues. And you have the IQ of a fucking eraser. Seriously, and I mean that wholeheartedly. If you find anything good about if you think that Raw is good, and if you thought last night's Raw was good, I swear to God, if you like Raw and if you defend Raw from last night, I swear to God, you must have just your standards must be the most subpar I've ever seen. The most mediocre I've ever seen. This show sucked last night. This show offered nothing. This show last night did not offer a goddamn thing, Adam. I feel dumber watching this show after last night. I feel dumber watching this shit show after what we just witnessed last night. Awful.
Man. Where do you need me to start on Monday Night Raw, man? What do you mean? What do you need me to start on this show, man? It just continues to get worse every single week. I mean, we expect, like every single week we expect Monday Night Raw to be bad and garbage, but
yeah,
Jesus, man, how is this show even this bad?
I mean, the day of Raw, the day of Monday Night Raw before the show every Monday, going into Raw every Monday before the show, we expect it to be worse every single Monday, and in the end, and we expect it to be garbage, and then the end it ends up being garbage more times than not. But it's at the point now they just get worse and worse and worse.
But just it's
like they love to outdo themselves every Monday. How do we become worse than the previous week, and then the week before that, and the week before that?
Yeah,
I don't believe it.
You think, like, how is it even this bad? Like, how does the show continue to get this worse on a weekly basis?
And it's not even funny anymore, guys. It really isn't. This goes to show you that Vince McMahon, Kevin Dunn, Bruce Pritchard, and John Laurinaitis, they hate professional wrestling. They do not love what they do. And the sooner they're out, especially Vince McMahon, the sooner Vince and his yes men are out, the better this company as a whole will fucking be. This show is garbage. This show was absolute fucking trash last night. Trash. Absolute fucking trash. And I read a report yesterday before Raw last night that Vince McMahon showed up late to Raw yesterday. Is this news to anybody at this point?
No. He shows up every week late to Monday Night Raw and rewrites the entire show all by himself.
Yeah, he shows up late. He sees the original script, and when he does, he tears up the entire original script, and then he rewrites the whole entire show all by himself. Or he sees the original script from last week in the trash bin, takes it out of the trash bin, and does the same shit like a rerun, but little tweaks here and there. It's like, what do we do for this week's Raw? Damien Priest versus Miz and Maurice. We did that last week, but let's do Damien Priest and Miz this week. Okay. Asuka and Charlotte. Fans, we that up. Yeah, let's do that. Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods fought Elias and Jackson Riker last week, but this week let's do Kofi Kingston and Elias. Yep, let's do that. I guarantee you that was Vince McMahon last night at 7:58, 2 minutes before Raw went on the air last night, live. I guarantee
you. Then you know what? Then you all want to know why Monday Night Raw is at the state it's in right now.
Oh, but Raw last week got over 2 million viewers a week ago, though, guys. It was the Raw after WrestleMania 37. Of course, the ratings are going to go up. Of course, you're going to get a ratings increase. Of course, you're going to get a ratings boost. But Adam and I've told you, we're telling you, do not get comfortable. I don't think the Raw ratings this week, I don't think they've come out yet. But we told you last week, do not get comfortable. Just because they got a ratings increase last week doesn't mean that the show was good last week. And they may have gotten increased ratings last week, but don't get comfortable. The next week is what matters most. And the next week they'll go right back to being garbage. And
back to 1.8.
And what happened? Garbage, even worse than last week. So we told you so. We told you so.
Yeah. Even after WrestleMania, nothing makes sense on Monday Night Raw. Even after WrestleMania.
Even after WrestleMania with Monday Night Raw, still nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Same old tired formula. 50-50 booking, illogical garbage booking, insulting the fans' intelligence. Matches we've seen
Of course.
over and over and over again. Rinse and repeat. Nothing fresh, nothing new, nothing different.
Nothing exciting.
Nothing exciting whatsoever. Where do I even begin with this? What did we get last night? What did we get last night?
Nothing.
Now, yeah. Oh, but Matt Riddle, Randy Orton, man. Matt Riddle beat Randy Orton, man. We'll talk about that, but it was supposed to be Orton versus Strowman. Now, Strowman versus Orton, recipe for fucking disaster. Recipe for fucking disaster.
Randy Orton versus Braun Strowman. Who thought that was a good idea?
And then the WWE's official Twitter, yesterday before Raw, tried to hype up Orton. Tried to hype up Orton versus Strowman last night before it was canceled at the last minute. Orton versus Strowman 101 for the first time ever. Are you kidding me?
First time ever. Yeah.
Fucking believable. First time ever. Yeah. First time ever in the fucking toilet.
Yeah. Yeah. You think?
Fucking awful. Don't even get me started on the Raw Women's Division, man. That Raw Women's Division is an absolute fucking shambles. Shambles. Don't even get me started on what happened with Shayna Baszler last night. Fucking awful. If you defend what happened to Shayna last night, you are the root of the fucking issue. I swear to God. What happened to Shayna last night was absolutely inexcusable. This would have never happened in NXT.
It would never have happened in NXT.
Never.
Yet this is happening on Monday Night Raw.
We got Asuka for Charlotte for the 2021. We got Asuka for Charlotte for the 2020. We got Asuka and Charlotte again for the 2020th fucking time, or 2021 fucking times. How many times have Asuka and Charlotte faced each other one-on-one? How many at this point? What? 10, 9, 8 times?
8 times a year?
They fought each other in 2018. They fought each other in 2019. They fought each other in 2020. And now they're fighting each other again in 2021, Asuka versus Charlotte. And they had that as the main event last night on Monday Night Raw. Asuka versus Charlotte again. Asuka versus Charlotte's been done to death at this point. It's like how Cena versus Orton, that's been done to death, just like with Becky versus Charlotte. Asuka and Charlotte's been done to death too. Enough. According to some people, Charlotte versus Asuka have good in-ring chemistry. Okay, but it's like, it's like if you have a favorite food, I like burgers. If I eat burgers every single day of the week, aren't you going to get sick and tired of it? You play a video game like Grand Theft Auto 5. You play that same video game every single day of the week. Aren't you going to get sick and bored of it? Aren't you going to get tired of it?
And that was the main event of Monday Night Raw, by the way. Asuka versus Charlotte. This is your main event for Monday Night Raw.
That's the lasting image you want for the ending of Raw last night. And then Charlotte attacking referees. And before that, Charlotte spewing more lies like she did last week. I don't steal opportunities. I am the opportunity. Asuka's a manipulator. Rhea's a snake. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not apologizing for being that damn good. Charlotte, I gotta say this to you, and I hope Charlotte, Miss Charlotte, this may sting a little. You're not that good as you say you are. There are other women on the roster on Raw, even on SmackDown, even on NXT, who are much better in the ring than you, Charlotte, who are just as good, if not better. Io Shirai, who's much better than Charlotte. Who else? Shotzi Blackheart, Ember Moon, Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez, Bianca Belair, Sasha Banks, Bayley. Charlotte's no queen. Who's the queen? Sasha Banks. They call Sasha Banks a legit boss for a reason. So Sasha's the queen, not Charlotte. And Sasha doesn't go out there and only put herself over. Look what Sasha did. Look what Sasha Banks did this year at WrestleMania. Put Bianca over big. Has something that Charlotte, like this year's WrestleMania, the SmackDown Women's title, Sasha put Bianca over big time, something that Charlotte didn't do, something that Charlotte refused to do, and Sasha put Bianca over big. Yeah. Twice Charlotte refused to put Bianca over. But Sasha, she put Bianca over big, something that Charlotte refused to do. So who's the real queen? Charlotte or Sasha? I think Sasha.
The first one.
I think Sasha's the real queen, not Charlotte. And then Charlotte attacking referees. And Vince, and here's the thing, Vince thinks it's going to work. And now Charlotte's suspended, right?
Suspended, yeah, right.
Watch Charlotte show up to Raw next week, like they did it with Roman Reigns in 2018 before WrestleMania 34. And that was before we appreciated Roman as the tribal chief. That was before he turned heel last year. But watch Charlotte show up next, and Charlotte's suspended right now, right? With a big fine, like $100,000 fine, right? Watch Charlotte show up to Raw next week in a ring gear. Watch.
As if suspensions mean anything in WWE.
They don't care. It's like they just love to insult our intelligence, and they can, and sadly they're allowed to do it because they're making all this money with Peacock and with Fox Sports and with NBC Universal, the Saudi Arabia deal with the blood money stuff in Saudi Arabia. They're making all this money, and they don't. It's like they don't have to listen to us. It's like the more money they make, the worse they get.
Yeah, as if suspensions even mean anything in a storyline. I mean, yeah, whatever you're suspended, you're more likely showing up every the next week on a Monday Night Raw episode.
Fucking awful. Fucking awful. We got nothing on this show last night that was remotely positive. War Raiders for Shelton and Cedric again. Second week in a row. The same two teams facing each other in a match. 2 weeks in a row now. Same old shit, rinse and repeat. And I like the War Raiders, but you couldn't have Lucha House Party in Cedric and Shelton's spot last night.
Or are the Lucha House Party too busy in catering?
Making tacos for Titus.
Yeah.
War Raiders for Cedric and Shelton again. Watch them do the same match again next week for a third week in a row. War Raiders for Cedric and Shelton again for a third week in a row. Watch them do that next week. And if they do, you know where you heard it.
Yeah. You think?
This show absolutely fucking sucks. It sucks. It is awful. It is abysmal. It is lifeless. Lifeless. There's no fucking direction on the show. They don't know what they want to do. They don't. Just look at the Raw Women's title picture. Now, SmackDown after Mania last week was no better. It sucked, but Jesus Christ, this show is a whole new level of fucking bad.
At least you did not see Sasha Banks lose to Tamina. At least you did not see Sasha Banks lose to Tamina on SmackDown in a match. Or you did not see your SmackDown Tag Team Champions going missing.
Nope, they actually wrestled on the fucking show last week. And Rude and Ziggler, and Rude Ziggler, and I can't believe I'm saying this, and Dolph Ziggler's Adam's favorite idiot, and Dolph Ziggler's Adam's favorite idiot. Adam likes to make fun of Dolph Ziggler, but I can't believe I'm saying this. Rude and Ziggler, the Dirty Dogs, can't believe I'm saying this. They're actually starting to grow on me past couple weeks.
Yeah.
And I can't believe I'm actually saying that.
Yeah, well, they've had some, they work pretty well together, Rude and Ziggler. And they beat the Street Profits.
I mean, Ziggler can fucking work it. He just deserves better booking. The guy can wrestle his ass off if you let him.
Well, he's not at the position higher than he should.
Exactly. The guy can work, though, but he just deserves better booking. He deserves better, that's all. But the guy can wrestle. Yeah. Same thing with Rude.
Well, at least Ziggler and Rude, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, appeared on SmackDown after WrestleMania. Where are the Raw Tag Team Champions, AJ Styles and Big Jordan? Almost. Yeah.
The first two Raws after Mania, they have not showed up. They have not showed up on the show once ever since they won those Raw Tag Team titles. Ever since AJ and Omos won the Raw Tag Team titles this year at WrestleMania Night 1, they have not appeared on the Raw show since Mania. And AJ and Omos not on this show since Mania. like AJ and Omos, the Raw Tag Team Champions, correct? Were they? And if AJ and Omos not on Raw for the past couple weeks, the first 2 Raws after Mania, AJ and Omos not even on the show, then why the fuck did you take the titles off the New Day at WrestleMania?
The New Day are feuding with Elias and Jackson Ryker, and they had another match.
Rinse and repeat.
50-50 booking.
It rears 50-50 booking rears its ugly head again. And that was not the only one. Miz and Damien Priest, don't even get me started on that.
The feud is apparently still feuding. It's still continuing.
They've been feuding since the Rumble. 3 months.
3 months.
3 months, enough. End it. They should have ended at WrestleMania. But no, let's continue, right? Watch him do Morrison versus Priest next week. And Morrison loses to Priest next week. Watch them do that.
It's unreal.
Absolutely fucking awful. We might as well get started with what happened on Raw last night from the beginning to end. We might as well talk about that right now with Raw last night. Follow me on Twitter at FioreNick579 and follow me on Instagram at NicholasFiore2014 and follow me on Facebook as well at Nicholas.Fiore.31 over on my Facebook page. You can add me as a friend on Facebook if you like. The option's always there. You can add me as a friend on Facebook. You can add me as a friend on Facebook if you want. So it's not required. Options always there for you guys. So you can add me as a friend on Facebook if you like, if you want to. So yeah. And Adam, follow Adam on Twitter at AdamCarl2005.
Adam Carl 2005 on Twitter and Instagram and on Facebook.
Yep. Follow Adam on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at AdamCarl2005. And make sure you guys also, if you've not done so already, hit that like button on this video as well. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to the Fiore Station YouTube channel. If you've not done so already, it would be really greatly appreciated. It would help out the channel a lot as well. And also hit the bell for all notifications to get notified as well. So subscribe to the Fiore Station YouTube channel. Hit the bell for all notifications and hit a like on this video as well. It would be greatly appreciated. And thank you guys so very much for all that. And thank you guys so very much for joining me here for the Raw review with Raw from last night, April 19th of 2021. So, Monday Night Raw last night. The show starts off with an in-ring segment. Drew McIntyre, he comes out with his music and such. McIntyre enters the ring. He has a mic in his hands. He cuts a promo when McIntyre says that he's triggered a bunch of the guys in the back when he said he wanted a rematch for the WWE Championship. McIntyre then went through. McIntyre says he went through three of the best. McIntyre went through 3 of the best on Raw last week. Braun Strowman? I love you, Drew McIntyre, but Braun Strowman, the best on Raw?
Braun Strowman, one of the best.
One of the best at what? Running fast? Okay. Braun Strowman best at running fast? Okay, I'll give him that, but wrestling in that ring? No, sorry, McIntyre.
No.
I love you, McIntyre, but sorry, McIntyre, no. Good in-ring wrestling and Braun Strowman do not mix well together.
Yeah, they don't mix up well together. In-ring abilities and Braun Strowman.
Randy Orton, legend in the business, but he was feuding with the fucking Fiend for months. He's out of that now, thank goodness, but...
Thank God.
But yeah. But Orton, with the WWE title picture, he's been there, done that. So then McIntyre says that he doesn't know why Mason T-Bar attacked him last week, but he says he does know that MVP was behind it. McIntyre says that when he gets his hands on T-Bar and Mace, those two big bastards, he will get retribution, quote unquote. MVP then walks out on the stage and he says that the allegations McIntyre is making are false. McIntyre then asks MVP if he's going to look him in the eye and says he had nothing to do with the attack last week. MVP says there was no need since Lashley knows he can beat Drew McIntyre. MVP then tells Drew to look inward. McIntyre then challenged the whole locker room last week. McIntyre challenged the whole locker room last week. McIntyre starts to walk towards MVP. Mason T-Bar then attacked Drew out of nowhere. I think T-Bar or Dijakovic leaped off the steps, and on the other side intercepting was Dio Madden. So Mason T-Bar double choke slam Drew. They attack Drew, then they lay out Drew with a double choke slam. Mason T-Bar then walked past MVP. And then we go backstage with T-Bar and Mace saying that they're going to make McIntyre extinct. Extinct. I wish Vince McMahon was extinct so he doesn't have to write the show and Triple H can take over this show.
Yeah.
Now, that was that with the segment there. Not really all that exciting. Though Drew cut a good promo, but still just nothing exciting. Because this show is just that fucking bad.
There's nothing about Raw that is exciting.
Nothing. Now, before we move on to the next part of Raw last night, I want to say this real quick to you guys. I'm sure you read the reports, reportedly, I think from Mike Johnson, if you read them or not, but if you haven't, Adam and I are going to tell you here. There were reports actually before Raw yesterday, how Retribution's apparently no more. Mia Yim and Shane Thorne quietly moved from Raw to SmackDown. Yes. Yeah, T-Bar and Mace, probably Mustafa Ali as well. Yeah, and Mustafa Ali. They're staying on Raw, but Shane Thorne or Slapjack or Slapnuts, and then Ice Cold or Reckoning or Mia Yim, they're moving to SmackDown. Mia Yim and Shane Thorne to SmackDown.
Good.
So yeah, I agree. Now SmackDown's still better, but anything is better than Monday Night Raw. I know that's not saying much, but hell, you're avoiding the disaster known as Monday Night Raw. And Mia Yim and Shane Thorne, I'd rather them on SmackDown than die 1,000 deaths on Monday Night Raw.
You think?
Now, I want to get your thoughts on this, Adam. Your thoughts on Mia Yim and Shane Thorne apparently moving to SmackDown, reported by Mike Johnson. Do you think this is a good thing? What are your honest thoughts and opinions on this?
Well, I could see this as a good thing. I mean, you got some women there. I got some good women on SmackDown.
Yeah, and the SmackDown women's division are kind of lacking baby faces.
Yeah,
so why not get rid of Reckoning? Have her back as Mia Yim. Take the mask off. Have Mia Yim. Have her back as Mia Yim, and have her be a baby face. The SmackDown women's division do need baby faces. Like the heels on the SmackDown women's division side, for the heels, you got Sasha, who I think is turning heel soon, no question. Sasha Banks. You got Bayley.
She's a heel, yeah.
You got Carmella. You got Natalya, though she's a decent worker, but she has no charisma. Tamina's dead weight.
Yeah.
Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan are baby faces, and Bianca's a baby face. So Ruby Riott's a baby face, Liv Morgan's a baby face, and Bianca Belair's a baby face. So you got so something like that.
You got five heels.
So there's not so there's like really not that many heels.
Yeah.
Or Sonya Deville. I don't know. Like though the past couple weeks on SmackDown, they've been though for the past couple weeks on SmackDown, they've been teasing Sonya turning on Adam Pearce, and Sonya taking some lessons from the Tribal Chief. I don't know, but see what happens. But there's more heels than faces on the SmackDown Women's Division side. More heels than faces on the SmackDown Women's. More heels than baby faces on the SmackDown Women's Division side. To be totally honest with you, Adam, there's not that many baby faces on the SmackDown Women's Division, so you might as well move Mia Yim to SmackDown and have her back as Mia Yim and turn her baby face. You might as well do that. And Mia Yim, she's not the best wrestler in the world, she's solid. I will say that. She's decent.
Well, you could use someone like her on SmackDown. Use someone like her. I mean, Bianca Belair will have to get challengers as soon as she's done with Sasha and Bayley. So why not have Mia Yim against Bianca Belair as a mini feud over the SmackDown Women's title?
I don't see this as a bad
thing.
That
would be something.
I don't see it as a bad thing.
That would be a great thing.
Yim in a mini feud with Sasha or Bayley.
Yeah. That could be a great thing for Mia Yim. So much better than being recording or named recording.
So much better than being on Monday Night Raw. Anything is better than Monday Night Raw. I know that's not saying much, but anything is better than Monday Night Raw. Shane Thorne, you could be in the mid card, but I do want to say this: he's a good wrestler, but do you think he lacks charisma?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, he hasn't talked much on the microphone. But I don't know. I mean,
or remember last year on Raw, around this time they were still in the PC and MVP was recruiting some talent like Brendan Vink and Shane Thorne. Remember them? Shane Thorne and Brendan Vink. If Shane Thorne is on SmackDown, if that's the case right now, what if Brendan Vink goes to SmackDown too and they have a SmackDown tag team with Brendan Vink and Shane Thorne? That might not be a bad idea. They could use some tag teams over there.
Yeah. I mean, SmackDown desperately need tag teams.
I know. I don't know when Jimmy Uso's coming back. Hopefully soon, but SmackDown does need teams.
Yeah.
They could use someone like the Usos or like Brendan Vink and Shane Thorne. If you have a SmackDown tag division of Brendan Vink and Shane Thorne, then you got the Usos, then you got the Mysterios, you got the Street Profits, you got the Dirty Dogs, and then you got Otis and Chad Gable. That's 6 teams. That's not a bad lineup for a division. That's not a bad division. That's a decent division.
Yeah. You got 6 teams.
6 teams. So SmackDown could use some teams.
Yeah.
So Shane Thorne and Mia Yim to SmackDown, maybe that's not such a bad thing.
Yeah, and Mia Yim is, you know that Mia Yim and Keith Lee are dating and they're engaged to get married.
Yeah, that's the next thing.
Mia Yim is on SmackDown. Mia Yim is on SmackDown. Is Keith Lee moving to SmackDown? I mean, Keith Lee hasn't been seen for how many months now? Since February?
Since February. And he actually said on Twitter he's fighting to come back. There's even a report on Ringside News saying that Keith Lee's fighting he's going to fight his way to come back.
Yeah, I mean, the report saying that Keith Lee, he tweeted out a tease that he could be returning to Monday Night Raw soon, like no other.
Yeah,
that's what he said in his tweet.
Yeah, now if there's a draft this October, do we see Keith Lee get drafted to SmackDown? Because now I understand Raw and SmackDown right now are in the same location because of the pandemic right now. Obviously, Ewing Center and currently in
they've always been in
Florida. I understand that same location right now for Raw and SmackDown for Ewing University. Can't talk well today. Yuengling University in Tampa, Florida. There we go. I understand Raw and SmackDown are in that same location right now, obviously with the pandemic right now. I get that. I understand that. But the WWE also, they don't like to break up couples either.
Well, they were in the same location together before the Thunderdome when they were in an empty performance center.
Yeah. But also at the same time, they don't like to break up couples either. They like to keep them together.
Yeah, but Keith Lee, he tweeted out a tease that he's
Keith
gonna
Lee
be
and
back on
William
Raw.
I think they're married, right? Or they just in a relationship? Or I think they're married. I think, or soon to be
Well,
married.
they're engaged to get married.
They're
They're
engaged.
engaged to get married. Yeah, so Mia Yim is on SmackDown. Do we get another draft next October? Next October, and Keith Lee moves on to SmackDown since his future wife is there.
Keith Lee, Roman
I mean,
Reigns.
anything just to get Keith
Keith
Lee
Lee,
out of
Roman,
Monday Night Raw.
Keith Lee and Roman Reigns to Survivor Series 2019 rematch. Sign me up.
Yeah, sign us up. One mind,
But also, but at the same time, Roman shouldn't lose right now. He showed that Roman should hold the Universal title until at least SummerSlam or until Mania next year. That's just, that's the truth. Because because the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns ahead of the table. Roman Reigns, he's just a god right now. Why would you have Roman lose the title right now? He's that damn good. Why would you take the strap off him?
Makes no sense. I mean, why would you draft Keith Lee all of a sudden on SmackDown? I mean, he just tweeted out a tease him returning like no other on Monday Night Raw. So
also speaking of Raw, it's like if also speaking with Raw, and then if you also move Keith Lee to SmackDown, look at the babyface sides on Raw. They have nobody for baby faces on the Raw side. Matt Riddle, they could do him, but
yeah, but what has he done on Monday Night Raw?
He hasn't done a damn thing.
Monday Night Raw run is Keith Lee. His Monday Night Raw run, Keith Lee, his run on Raw has been a complete dud. He was buried.
But Keith Lee and Matt Riddle beat Randy Orton on Raw, man. But what did it do for Keith Lee? Same thing will happen with Matt Riddle. I guarantee it.
Yeah. What did Keith Lee do after he beat Randy Orton? What did he do? I tell you what he did. He lost to Braun Strowman in 5 minutes in a match on Monday Night Raw
last October.
Yeah, and he lost to The Miz and John Morrison in a handicap match.
Terrible. And also, if you move Keith Lee to SmackDown and take him off Raw, also if you do that as well, look at the babyface side for the men's side of Raw. That Raw has no baby faces.
They've got nobody. Not only if you take
Keith Lee to SmackDown, maybe that's not needed because look at the SmackDown side of things for Roman for challengers. Roman has plenty of challengers. If you really look at the SmackDown roster side of things, if you really look at it, Roman does have some challengers like Shinsuke Nakamura, you got Cesaro, you got Seth Rollins, you got Buddy Murphy, you got Rey Mysterio.
You got Big E.
Big E. Though I think though Big E will be ready within a year or two. Right now, not yet.
Well, he's feuding with Apollo Crews right now. He's feuding with Apollo over the Intercontinental Championship. So he's not going to challenge for the Universal title. At least not now, though. At least not now. So Roman has got some challengers.
Yeah.
You'll not have Keith Lee immediately move to SmackDown and challenge for the Universal title. I mean, the guy hasn't been on SmackDown his whole main roster run. For God's sakes.
Yeah. The only time he's appeared on SmackDown was, remember that Friday Night SmackDown on Fox in Buffalo where NXT invaded SmackDown, the November 1st, 2019 SmackDown on Fox, where it was Adam Cole, Daniel Bryan for the NXT title. That great SmackDown. Remember that?
Yeah. This is where Keith Lee and Matt Riddle appeared.
Where he had Keith Lee and Matt Riddle attacked Sami Zayn. Yeah, which was great. You had Tommaso Ciampa interrupting The Miz and beating The Miz. You had Adam Cole, Daniel Bryan, 30 minutes for the NXT title and an awesome fucking match with Adam Cole, Daniel Bryan, and Adam Cole won big clean, which and the match was fucking great. You had Shayna Baszler attacking Sasha Banks and Bayley. You had Sonya and Mandy and Carmella and Dana Brooke. You had them get attacked by Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, and Tegan Nox.
Yeah,
that SmackDown episode was great. The Friday Night SmackDown on Fox episode, then one in Buffalo, November the 1st of 2019. That SmackDown was great.
Still the best episode of SmackDown, though. Still the best SmackDown episode of the Fox era.
And the second best SmackDown of the Fox era, the last SmackDown 2020 Christmas night where Big E beat Sami Zayn for the IC title in the Lumberjack match, where Big E won the IC title. You had Owens and Reigns in the steel cage for the Universal title.
Yeah.
That's the second best SmackDown of the Fox era. The last SmackDown of 2020 on Christmas night.
Yeah. Yeah, but so we mentioned the SmackDown episode where Keith Lee he made his only appearance on SmackDown, where he and Matt Riddle attacked Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
This means if Keith Lee moves to SmackDown, he'll actually make his return to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Make his first appearance for the first time, his first appearance on SmackDown in 2 years. 2 years.
Yeah. So, yeah. Pretty much right on that. But again, I mean, Keith Lee versus Roman Reigns would be nice, but you're not. But if you move Keith Lee to SmackDown, you're not gonna have him fight. You're not gonna have him fight Roman right away. If you're gonna do Keith Lee versus Roman, and if Keith Lee's gonna lose, don't put him in there with Roman. Or how about this?
Yeah, you're
not. How about this? And hear me out. Keith Lee, if Keith Lee comes back, he stays on Raw, right? But
have him.
you have the Royal Rumble for the men next year. Have Keith Lee win. Then he pulls a Chris Benoit, moves over to SmackDown early next year. Then we get Roman Reigns, Keith Lee, Universal title in Dallas for the Universal title next year in 2022 in Dallas, Texas at WrestleMania 38, where Keith Lee wins the title.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Keith Lee, Roman Reigns, Universal Championship, WrestleMania 38 next year in 2022 in Dallas. Book it. That's something that I would not mind.
Yeah, that would be something big for Keith Lee.
Roman Reigns should hold the Universal title until at least SummerSlam. If not that, in fact, I would have Roman hold the title for the rest of the year of 2021, and I would have Roman Reigns be the Universal Champion up until WrestleMania next year, where he loses it to Keith Lee or Big E or Cesaro.
Yeah.
That is something I would do personally. I think that'd be great. But that's just me on that. I don't know what you guys think on that. Let me know what you guys think of it. Do you like it? Do you not like it? I think it would be great. I'm sure Adam thinks it's a good thing. It would be good too.
Yeah, it will be an excellent thing for Keith Lee.
Yeah. And Roman Reigns is so good right now. Why would you take the title off of him right now? He's that good.
Oh, by the way, hold on.
Yeah, but
wait.
Anyways, yeah. But Roman's such a god. Why would you even think about taking the championship off of Roman Reigns right now?
Well, are we talking about SmackDown or are we talking about a Monday Night Raw review?
Well, Monday Night Raw wishes they had Roman Reigns. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns doesn't even watch Raw.
Yeah.
But anyways, moving on. We then go backstage. Drew McIntyre finds Adam Pearce. McIntyre demands a match with Mace and T-Bar. Pearce says he can make the match happen, but McIntyre needs to get a partner. And then we get the War Raiders versus Cedric and Shelton. Didn't we see this? You get this match again. Didn't we see this last week on the Raw after WrestleMania? And we're getting this match again. Watch them do this match again for a third time in a row next week. And if they do, you know where you heard it. What was in this match that was new, that was different? It was the same move for move from a week ago. Same spot, same move for move, same everything.
And the same winners.
And who won? War Raiders win with the Thor's hammer, not the Viking experience. Thor's hammer for the win.
And by the way, Adam Verk, by the way, during commentary, Thor's hammer.
Dude, don't even get me started on Admin Verk. And can I just say this? Admin Verk sucks. It's only been a few weeks, man. It's only been a few weeks. You said give it a couple months. Give it a couple months. It's only been a few weeks. You're way too fucking harsh on Admin Verk, man. You're way too mean and harsh on Admin Verk, man. I think you're really reaching for that one. I think you're taking it way too fucking far. I think you need to pipe down, man. I think you need to calm down, man. I think you need to tone it way fucking down, man. You need to be tamed because you're too wild. You need to be tamed because you're being way too fucking harsh on Admin Verk, man. I think you need to fucking pipe down, man. Pipe down. Pipe down.
What pipe down?
Listen to Edmund Burke in this fucking match with the War Raiders and Cedric, with the War Raiders for Cedric and Shelton.
He called the Thor's Hammer the Viking Express. Twice, by the way. The Viking Express.
So let me get this straight. You release Samoa Joe, and you get rid of Tom Phillips, and you still have Byron Saxton, and you have also on the Raw commentary team, along with Byron Saxton and Corey Graves, fucking Adnan Virk. Adnan Virk. Can I just say Adnan Virk sucks? Oh, but Pat McAfee's. Oh, but Adnan Virk is. Oh, but Adnan Virk doesn't suck. Pat McAfee sucks. Adnan Virk is better than Pat McAfee, man. Really? Go watch Pat McAfee from SmackDown and the good job he did on SmackDown.
First of all,
Last week with Pat McAfee. Did Pat McAfee mess up shit? I don't think so.
no,
Go
didn't
look
mess
at
up anything.
Pat McAfee from SmackDown last Friday and go watch Adnan Virk from last night's Monday Night Raw.
And Adnan Virk, first of all, is not a wrestling fan, number one.
He did some
he was on
MLB and
MLB.
ESPN stuff, and I don't even watch ESPN. If you do, God bless you. I don't even watch that.
Yeah. It's not our cup of coffee.
But now I thought, honestly, last week with Pat McAfee on the SmackDown commentary team from SmackDown last week, I thought it was a demotion for the SmackDown commentary team. I thought the SmackDown commentary team got the shaft with the commentary shakeup. I don't think, honestly, at the end of the day, thinking about it now, I don't think they got shafted at all. I think, in fact, and I like Corey Graves, but he does come off as the show sometimes. But Pat McAfee, I don't know what you think. What do you think is better, McAfee or Graves? Do you think SmackDown commentary team got worse with Pat McAfee there? I don't think they did.
No. No. I mean, Monday Night Raw changes commentary like 45 times a year.
Yeah.
You know?
But I thought you wanted change on Raw, yet you guys still bitch and complain, man. Excuse me?
We did not ask Byron Saxton on Monday Night Raw as a commentator.
The guy sucks. How do you release Samoa Joe, but you keep Byron Saxton and you bring in Adnan Virk? Adnan Virk sucks. I'm sorry. Can I just say that Adnan Virk sucks? Adnan Virk sucks. Guarantee you they take Adnan Virk off Raw commentary within a fucking month and they bring back Joe or Phillips. Guarantee it.
Yeah. Yeah, Adnan Virk would be removed faster than Raw Underground.
You mean Raw Failure Ground?
Yeah. Yeah. Remember when they had Raw Underground for 2 months and then they removed it in October and they made no mention of it?
They made zero mention of that. Oh, but wow, I thought you guys, you clowns on Twitter, Raw Underground, give it a chance, man. Give it a chance. No.
We give nothing a chance on Monday Night Raw.
Raw doesn't deserve a fucking chance.
They've had way too many chances. They've had way too many chances to get things right, and they don't get it right.
They just don't fucking care. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They do not give a flying fuck.
And Adnan Virk on commentary, this was not a Vince McMahon move, by the way. This was not a Vince McMahon move.
Do you want to know what move it was from?
Nick Khan.
WWE president Nick Khan, no relation to Tony Khan. Nick Khan. Another Vince McMahon dumbass and yes man from Stamford, Connecticut, with Vince McMahon's shareholders meetings, quarterly earnings meetings, with Vince McMahon's quarterly earnings meeting. With Vince McMahon's quarterly earnings meetings. With Vince spewing more lies to Nick Khan and the shareholders in Stamford, Connecticut.
It's going to take place in 2 days, by the way. It's going to take place in 2 days.
On April the 22nd of this year, 2021.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to take place on April the 22nd.
I wonder what new lies Vince will come up with this time.
Yeah. It's going to be more laughable.
Yeah. Well, Monday Night Raw, Monday Night Raw ratings, they've improved in the long run since after WrestleMania. Vince. What's that word again? Lies.
Hold on. Well, what do we do? Hold on.
Lies.
Lies.
It is comedy circus hour over there.
Yeah, comedy hour there, Connecticut.
But Adnan Virk, man, he sucks. He sucks. Oh, but it's only been a few weeks. Give it a fucking chance, man. Give him a fucking break, man. I think you're being too harsh on the guy, man. You need to calm down. You need to pipe fucking down, man.
We give nothing a chance on Monday Night Raw. You either do it right the first time or it's a failure.
Oh, but pipe down, you guys, man. No one's asking you to watch shit like this, man. If you don't like it, there's a clicker right next to you. Change the fucking channel, man. Go watch a show. Go watch
Busted
a
Sugar
fucking
Radio.
show.
Go watch Ryan Satin's older podcast.
Go watch a fucking show. Just sugarcoat this entire show and say nothing bad about the damn show. Not us. That's not what we do.
Yeah, Adnan Virk will be removed after 2 months, and they'll make no mention of it. They will not even know that.
I guarantee you, with Adnan Virk, I guarantee you they remove him within a month, faster than you can even say Adnan Virk.
Yeah, and then they will make no mention of him ever again.
Just like with Raw Underground, how it was there, then they canceled it with no explanation. Guarantee it.
Yeah. And then Khan will be looked at as a failure. Not Vince
and then I
McMahon,
wonder where these
Vince
clowns will be at. Oh, pipe down. You're being too harsh on Adnan Virk. You need to pipe the fuck down, man. Yeah, sure, we need to pipe down. Sure. When Adnan Virk gets removed within less than a month, then come back.
And you do realize Vince McMahon doesn't like things. You might as well
bring back Samoa Joe and Tom Phillips at this point and just get rid of Saxton and especially Adnan Virk. You might as well bring back Joe and Phillips and get rid of fucking Adnan Virk at this point.
Legitimately. And you do realize Vince McMahon doesn't like things that aren't his ideas.
Nope.
You do realize
because Vince is power hungry.
Yeah, and he doesn't like things that aren't his idea, and bringing in Adnan Virk wasn't a Vince idea.
No. Just like Vic Joseph on the Raw commentary team was not a Vince idea. That was a Paul Heyman idea when he was still Raw executive director before he got removed and got replaced by Bruce Pritchard.
Yeah. Dio Madden being on commentary on Raw when Paul Heyman was in charge, that was a Heyman idea, not Vince McMahon idea.
And not Bruce Pritchard's idea.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But yeah, Adnan Virk sucks. Get rid of him. Adnan Virk Adnan Virk just doesn't cut it. He doesn't. He messed up so many times during last night's Raw, and it just wasn't the Viking, and it just wasn't the War Raiders match.
Faster than you could.
Yeah, and it just wasn't.
He'll be removed.
And it wasn't just the War Raiders match that Virk messed up on a lot during the show last night. It was other matches during the show last night.
Yeah, there are other matches that he messed up.
Yeah. Guarantee you Virk gets removed within a month faster than you can even say his name, Adnan Virk. I guarantee it.
Yeah. And then they'll pretend like he was not there.
Adnan Virk is he can't cut it. Get rid of him. I don't know who's even worse at this point. Adnan Virk or Vic Joseph. Oh. Adnan Virk, get rid of him. Get rid of Adnan Virk. He can't cut it. Get rid of the guy. Get rid of Adnan Virk. Get rid of him. And then we go backstage with Randy Orton. He says the Fiends will never be seen again because of him. Orton says all he wants is the WWE Championship. Riddle rides in on his scooter, and he annoyed everyone in earshot. Riddle then asks Orton to tag with him. They can call themselves RK Bro. Then Orton walks away. Scooters Riddle.
RK Bro.
Who comes up with this shit?
With it. And you think Randy Orton's gonna drive a scooter on Monday Night Raw?
Then you want to know why we shit on this show.
Oh man, there's a reason why Monday Night Raw's ratings are in the fucking shit.
Yep, awful. Then we go to break after this. Then coming back from the break, we then get Orton telling Adam Pearce that he's tired of being disrespected. He says he wants the blonde kid who doesn't wear shoes in the ring tonight. Pearce then says he will see what he can do. And then the next segment of the night, Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair. What more lies will Vince come up with this time? What more new lies will Charlotte come up with this time?
Yeah, you think? Oh, man.
Charlotte Flair. Vince McMahon liar 2.0, but in a female body. The female version of a lying Vince McMahon is Charlotte Flair. Nothing but lies. Nothing but blatant lies from Charlotte. Charlotte in this segment, she comes in the ring, she cuts a promotion, and what was Charlotte wearing last night? What was Charlotte wearing last night? My
I have
God.
no idea.
It did not look good.
I have no
So
idea.
Charlotte in the ring, she cuts a promo. She says, Charlotte says that last week she didn't mean to hurt anyone's feelings. She is just unapologetically. She is just unapologetic. She is just unapologetically her. Flair says the ladies in the back claim to hate her, but they are so fake. They actually hate each other more.
What?
What's that word? Lies. Lies.
Oh, man.
Charlotte says she respects Asuka. Or no, Charlotte says
Respect.
no, or actually Charlotte says she didn't mean to hurt anyone's feelings. She says the ladies in the back claim to hate her, but they are so fake that they actually hate each other more. She says they're all so fake. She says they're all so fake.
Not as bad as her makeup.
And then,
You know?
Charlotte says she can beat Ripley and Asuka on the same night. Well, we all know it's coming, Charlotte, because you love to play politics, Charlotte. Yeah. We all know it's coming. Flair then says, and listen to this, Charlotte then says she respects Asuka, but that doesn't mean she has to like her.
Doesn't like her? Hold on.
Charlotte says she
let me stop you right
Asuka.
there.
Yeah, let us stop.
Hold on. Let me stop you right there. Hold on, let me stop because I got a story to tell you. Wasn't Charlotte Women's Tag Team Champion with Asuka around 3 months ago? And she called Asuka her friend in a promo on Raw? Now she doesn't like her all of a sudden?
Insulting.
Where's the sense of it?
Logic gap and a logical fucking no logic whatsoever. This insults the fans' intelligence.
Where's the sense on this show? Does Monday Night Raw not know the word logic?
Or does Raw want us to think we forgot that? Or does Vince think that we forget? We don't forget, Vince.
I don't believe it. Who writes this show, for God's sake?
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Lot logic gaps galore, and they just love to insult our intelligence. They think we're stupid. Well, hate to burst
Well,
your
they don't
bubble, Vince.
forget.
We're not stupid. We don't forget.
Nobody forgets.
So then Asuka then power walks to the ring. Then before Asuka could say anything, Rhea Ripley interrupts. Flair tells Ripley that she should have a seat and watch what she does. Flair then tells Ripley that she should have a seat and watch what she does to Asuka. Then Rhea's cutting a promo and all on the mic, and then Asuka, then Charlotte's cutting a promo, and Asuka keeps trying to talk, but Charlotte keeps cutting her off, tells Asuka to shut up, and all the other shit. Asuka trying to talk, and Charlotte just cutting her off. And then you want to know why we shit on Charlotte. The selfish and spoiled brat that Charlotte Flair is. Charlotte cutting Asuka off multiple times in this segment. Charlotte just cutting her off. Every time Asuka tried to get a word in, Charlotte told her to shut up, or Charlotte just cut her right off. Do you see why we hate Charlotte?
Yeah.
For all the wrong reasons.
You see why.
And then Asuka yells in Japanese, "Charlotte, I will beat you, bitch." And then before this, Rhea then says on the mic that Asuka's going to beat you, Charlotte. This segment, not good at all.
This was not a good promo at all.
This was terrible.
This is the state of your world. This is the state of Monday Night Raw's women's division.
I don't fucking believe it. These three women, Asuka, Charlotte Flair, and Rhea Ripley. These three women feeding on Raw now over the Raw Women's title right now. I just don't care. I could care less.
Nobody cares.
Now, SmackDown is no better, and SmackDown After Mania was no better, but Jesus Christ, this show is a whole new level of fucking terrible. But at least with SmackDown last week, or at least with SmackDown as well, they have Bianca, Sasha, Bayley, three women that I actually care about.
Yeah, at least three women who at least don't shove down our throats every week for the wrong reasons.
But Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Asuka, I just don't care. Asuka's buried. Rhea Ripley,
2 weeks is Raw Women's Champion. Rhea Ripley has been the Raw Women's Champion and still can't cut a good promo. Well, not her fault, by the way. Rhea Ripley, not her fault.
no,
Can
not
thank
at all.
Beth Jay for it.
Yeah, Rhea's just been so fucking scripted.
Yeah.
And Rhea's felt the damage ever since Charlotte buried Rhea at WrestleMania 36 last year. And Rhea's still not recovered from that.
And she'll not recover from it until they put her in the ring with Charlotte and Rhea Ripley goes over clean.
Charlotte Flair, don't even get me started on her. Just pandering and spewing blatant lies. Charlotte playing victim. I'm not the bad guy here. Charlotte just loving to play victim, and Charlotte just spewing a bunch of fucking bullshit lies, spewing blatant lies, blah, blah, blah. Charlotte Flair is literally the same old shit every fucking week. It's the same old shit with Charlotte. Same old shit.
There's nothing new. It's nothing new.
It's the same shit. Same shit. Yet some people want to say that Charlotte's the best in the world, right? Yeah, sure, Charlotte's the best in the world.
Yeah.
Well, until Charlotte starts doing what Roman Reigns is doing right now with the Golden Glove and making everyone else around them look good. Until Charlotte does that, Charlotte's not the best in the world. You know?
Yeah.
My God. Awful. Absolutely fucking awful. This segment did nothing for anybody. Terrible.
It did
Moving
not like
on.
make anyone look good.
No. Not at all. Moving on. Matt Riddle versus Randy Orton. Matt Riddle versus Randy Orton 1-on-1. It was supposed to be Orton versus Strowman, but that got changed to Orton and Riddle. Anything is better than Strowman.
Anything is better than Randy Orton versus Braun Strowman. I'm telling you that.
Yeah. So we got this match. Orton locking in his signature side headlock, the Randy Orton headlock. We got Riddle turning it into a sleeper. We got also this match, Riddle trying to PK, but Orton catched his foot. Orton trips Riddle on the apron. Orton with a nice vertical suplex on Matt Riddle. Well, no, Orton suplexing Riddle on the back suplex to Riddle on the announce desk, signature Orton there. We got Matt Riddle firing up and hitting a senton. We had Riddle going up top, but Orton cut him off. Orton hits a superplex. Near fall, Riddle kicks out at 2.5. Orton then hits his rope hung DDT. Orton's then gone for the RKO. Riddle counters the RKO with a crucifix pin for the win, and Matt Riddle defeats Randy Orton. Your thoughts on this?
It was a good match. It was a good match.
No, I did not expect Riddle to win here with the crucifix, but
yeah. Oh well, Matt Riddle and Randy Orton. This should be the next few WWE builds up on Monday Night Raw. Matt Riddle versus Randy Orton.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if they're moving Riddle up the card, but Riddle versus Lashley from last week, where you just squashed Matt Riddle, you should have never done that.
Yeah, like Matt Riddle. Yeah, they should have not squashed Matt Riddle to Bobby Lashley still, but he picked up a win over Randy Orton. Will it do anything for Matt Riddle? Probably
I doubt it.
Not. Probably not. I mean, look what they did with Keith Lee after he beat Randy Orton. Where is he now? Not even on television, and he wasn't even on the WrestleMania card. Will it be any different, Matt Riddle? Of course not.
Yeah, I doubt this does anything for Matt Riddle. Oh, but Keith Lee had COVID, man. No, it's not COVID related. Don't even give me that bullshit.
Nah. He did not have COVID-19 for the reason why he was off of television in February.
Yeah. But Riddle versus Orton, something that can get behind. Now, do these two feud? I don't know.
Hopefully.
Anything is Orton. Anything is better than Randy Orton versus The Fiend.
Yeah.
But what I would do, don't have this match again next week. Book the match again for Backlash.
Yeah, I haven't booked again for Backlash yet. It should not be next week. And we get 50-50.
Yeah. But Matt Riddle beats Orton in a good match. But this was probably one of the only good things of Raw last night. The NXT and SmackDown promo packages, the Matt Riddle versus Randy Orton match, and the work and Dijakovic and Dio Madden unmasking. That was it. The only four positives of Raw. Other than that, Raw was garbage last night. But Riddle versus Orton, good match. Will it do anything for Riddle? I highly doubt it. And then where's my drink? I don't even want to talk about this next segment. I'm just going to leave it to you. I don't even want to talk about this next segment. I can't believe I have to talk about this fucking next segment.
Well, what is it, bro? So I can talk with it on your behalf.
Shayna Baszler, Nia Jax, Lana, Naomi.
Again,
I swear to God, I did not even watch this match.
I didn't. I didn't watch the match either. I was just buying some new drinks.
Yeah. Or you know what I did? Or had some had some dinner, had a snack, or fed the dog, or walked the dog, took out the garbage, took a shit, took a piss, cleaning some dishes. Anything I did was more important than this fucking match. I did not even watch this match. And I'm glad I didn't watch. I missed nothing with this.
This match, man. Again, how many times we've seen this?
Didn't Lana and Naomi
hold on.
Their opportunity weeks ago to Shayna and Nia?
Yeah, they lost clean. Clean, by the way.
Clean as a Randy Orton RKO.
Why is this feud still going on? Why is it still going on?
Who even okayed this in the back? And we're getting the same match again. Again.
But can I tell you this?
Show last night legit felt like a fucking rerun from the last week and the week before that and the week before that. I don't even know.
Can I tell you this one? Can I tell you this one? Oh, wow. I thought with Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania that Monday Night Raw would do something new and give us something exciting and fresh.
And different. Yeah, different and refreshing. Yeah, in a fucking video game. In real life, you have a better chance of getting new and refreshing of a water bottle at a nice fine restaurant than getting anything fresh and than getting anything new and refreshing on Monday Night Raw in reality.
Yeah. The word fresh and exciting and new and Monday Night Raw do not mix up well together.
No. It does not exist in Vince's fucking dictionary.
Yeah. And guess who won this match? Guess who got pinned?
Don't even get me started with that and what happened with how this match ended. What happened, the interference. Don't even get me fucking. So you had Lana, Naomi versus Shayna and Nia, right? Right? Mandy and Dana, and they're still doing the thing of Mandy Rose slipping at WrestleMania this year. It's not even funny anymore. It's not. I'm over it. I'm fucking over it. And they had Mandy and Dana. Like, what? Did they have them show up or on the time run? I didn't even watch the fucking match. That's how much I care. They had Shayna distracted. They had Shayna look like a fucking dummy. Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke, or Miss Catering Dana Brooke, they had them distract Shayna, right? Shayna was about to do a curve for the clutch thing, right? And Shayna was distracted. She wanted to tag in Nia, but Nia walks away from her partner. But Nia walks away from her partner and runs after Mandy and Dana. And then Shayna is pinned by Naomi in this match.
Shayna Baszler lost again. Again. What do I need to say about this one? Shayna Baszler, man. What do I need to say? How many losses has she taken? I'm asking. How many losses has she taken this year alone? 8? 20? 30?
I've honestly lost count.
Shayna Baszler legitimately has lost to everyone in the Raw Women's Division on Monday Night Raw. She's legitimately lost to every one of them.
Oh, but she's the Queen of Spades, man. Queen of Spades mean in NXT? I'll take that.
Okay. But on Monday Night Raw?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Yeah, really. You might as well change her nickname to the Queen of Losses. Or the Queen of Pinfall Losses.
The Queen of Pins.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Unbelievable. It's unbelievable to me how the creative works on Monday Night Raw. And can I tell you this one, bro?
Shayna Baszler's a loser at this point. And I hate to say that. And I really hate to say that because I like Shayna Baszler and I hate to say that, but she's a loser.
Is it just me? I want to ask this. Is it just me? Or am I seeing that Shayna Baszler is at a point of almost no return on Monday Night Raw?
Well, this is what happens when you put Shayna Baszler with a fucking hazard and Nia Snax, who screams, "My hole! My hole!" And now you have Nia Jax flipping. I don't know which is worse, this shit or the AOPP with Drake Maverick. Remember that?
Oh, man, awful. Awful television, man.
Horrendous television. Shayna's a loser. And for the love of God, can we please get her away from Nia Jax, please? When Shayna can do things, when the woman Shayna Baszler can do things on her own without anybody, including Nia Jax. I like Shayna Baszler, but the woman is worth so much more than being paired with Nia Jax.
She should be on her own.
Get her away from Nia. Nia is doing nothing but holding her down.
Imagine being Shayna Baszler, and you go. Shayna Baszler went from the most dominant and most destructive, yes, destructive, NXT Women's Champion, the best NXT Women's Champion since Asuka, and the most dominant Women's Champion in NXT since Asuka. But here on Monday Night Raw, after many accolades in NXT, on Monday Night Raw, she's the woman with the most losses in 2021 so far. Losses to Lana, losses to Naomi, losses to Natalya, losses to Dana Brooke, and losses to Mandy Rose. And losses to Charlotte. Losses to Asuka.
You find no issue with this.
This is what you're proud of? How do you sit there and be happy with this? It's unreal to me.
Shayna's a loser. I hate to fucking say that.
Someone in WWE Creative hates Shayna Baszler.
Who did Shayna piss off in the back?
I don't know who she pissed off, man. I don't know who she pissed off, but I'm telling you, this is not looking good for this woman on Monday Night Raw. It's not looking good.
This sucks.
Man, God. Burn the women's tag team titles. Burn them.
Yeah. Just get rid of them. Where is Kane to come back so he can come back to burn the women's tag team titles with Kane or something like that? Or
and burn the 24/7 title as well.
Yeah. There was another thing. Thinking about to burn the women's tag team titles. I forget what it was, but yeah, where's Kane to come back for one and only to burn the women's tag team titles and burn the 24/7 title?
Yeah. Or have Nia Jax fucking destroy the tag team titles all by herself. Or Shayna Baszler destroy the tag team titles all by herself.
Yeah. Women's tag team titles are fucking worthless. Get fucking rid of them. Fucking garbage. Absolute fucking garbage. Moving on, though, we then got Ms. TV. Yes, Ms. TV.
Again.
How many people reached for the remote control and changed the channel?
I wonder.
You know, Ms. TV in the middle of the show is not going to maintain viewership.
Well, by the way, speaking of Monday Night Raw's viewership.
Well, actually, you just texted me, dude. 1.907. Oh my god. Where you
What?
but they got a big increase. But they got a ratings increase last week, man. What did we tell you? You didn't want to listen. We told you.
1.90 million viewers.
Oh, but it's okay, man. It's close enough to 2 million viewers, man. Didn't we tell you last week, don't get comfortable and they'll go right back down to being below 2 million viewers? Didn't we say that?
Monday Night Raw. Awful show, awful rating.
Same old shit, rinse and repeat. We told you so.
Right back below 2 million viewers.
Awful. Fucking awful. Miz TV. Miz is with his wife, Maurice. Miz takes credit for all of Bad Bunny's success. The premiere of Miz and Mrs. was a smash hit as well. Who cares about Miz and Mrs.? I don't even watch the damn show. Maurice then tells the Miz that he is a great wrestler, the greatest wrestler of his generation. I don't know if I'd go that far, Maurice.
Yeah, greatest wrestler of his generation.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say that, Miss Maurice. Miz and Maurice then drooled all over each other. Miz says they're going to celebrate tonight. Maurice pours some champagne. Damien Priest interrupts and says Miz has no balls. Maurice then yells at Priest in French and tells Priest that he can have a match with her husband tonight. Priest then drinks some of the champagne and almost vomits. Priest then says it's trash. Maurice then throws her champagne in Priest's face. Then that was that. Who cares? Moving on. In-ring segment with Elias. Elias tries to play. Go ahead.
Oh, by the way, John Morrison was nowhere to be found.
Yeah, where is he?
He was nowhere to be found on Miz TV. Is he all of a sudden split up with The Miz? And they got Maurice back with The Miz and they split up Miz and Morrison? With no explanation? Again.
Logic gap, Bruce. Logic gap.
Yeah, moving on.
Yeah. So then we get the next segment. And the next in-ring segment with Elias. Elias tries to play his guitar, but someone was playing the guitar over his guitar. Kofi and Xavier are on the stage. Woods is playing an electric guitar. And then we got Elias versus Kofi Kingston with Xavier Woods. Rinse and repeat. What else do you want me to say? Rinse and repeat.
This is what I was doing during the match between Kofi Kingston and Elias. This.
Who could possibly care about these two teams?
There's no tag team division on Monday Night Raw to begin with.
And again, where are AJ Styles and Omos? Where are they? Why the fuck did you give them the Raw Tag Team titles at this year's WrestleMania in the first place if you were going to have AJ and Omos not on television on this show? Where are they?
Were they kidnapped? Where did they go? Did they go to Disneyland?
This division, this show sucks, and this fucking Raw Tag Team division is fucking awful. Awful.
There is no tag team division number one on Monday Night Raw. There's no
fucking teams. There's no teams outside of the War Raiders. Elias and Kofi Kingston, who cares? Elias stuns Kofi on the top. Elias sets an elbow drop off the top for the win. Elias beats Kofi Kingston, a former WWE champion. Who gives a flying fuck?
50-50 booking at its finest.
Watch them do Jackson Riker and watch them do Jackson Riker versus Xavier Woods next week.
I know where you heard it from.
And if they do, you know where you heard it from, folks. Don't be surprised if they do that next week. And then we go to the next segment, Alexa's Playground. Bliss says she has been friends with Lily for a long time, and Lily makes her do stuff. They were talking about ice cream, and Alexa said she was pushing some kid, taking the ice cream away. She says Lily made her do it. Alexa says Alexa was talking about ice cream and taking someone's ice cream away. Then the principal just talking with Bliss, and Bliss says Lily made her do it. And then Alexa says Lily didn't like him, meaning the Fiend, and she doesn't like any of the other women on the Raw roster. And then that was that. What are your thoughts on this? So Alexa's getting back in the ring. Alexa's not that good in the ring.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's literally the same promo.
She plays the role well, but it's the same promo.
Yeah, it was literally the same promo from last week.
And they take Alexa away from the Fiend. The Fiend is truly fucking dead.
By the way, no mention of Bray Wyatt, by the way. She made no mention of Bray Wyatt.
How bad does it look now with the Fiend? The Fiend is truly fucking dead. Don't even try and argue.
So, Alexa Bliss and Bray Wyatt are no more, apparently. Because Bliss made no mention of Bray Wyatt.
Nope.
And Alexa Bliss is apparently now the Fiend.
How does it feel to be Bray Wyatt right now that your own character is being taken away from you when it's given to a woman, Alexa Bliss?
Yeah, a woman that is literally the size of Randy Orton's chest.
Fucking Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard at their finest, and it sucks.
Awful, man. What do you do? What do you do with Bray Wyatt? Here's a better clue what you do with Bray Wyatt. At this point, you might as well get Bray Wyatt off of television at this point. He wasn't even on the show last night on Monday Night Raw, but you might as well take him off of Monday Night Raw entirely. Raw is no different with him or without him there.
No. Now, this Lily thing, didn't I catch this too? Didn't it look like some of Nikki Cross's hair? Now, Nikki Cross pieced some new ring gear last night before Raw.
Yeah.
Now,
where is Nikki Cross?
Yeah, where's Nikki Cross? How about, and I don't know what you think, with Alexa Bliss with this twisted Fiend gimmick, what about reuniting Bliss and Cross, but Bliss with a twisted gimmick, and this brings back NXT Nikki Cross? Remember NXT Nikki Cross?
Yeah.
What happened to that Nikki Cross? Now, Bliss and Cross, if they're getting back together, if this brings back NXT Nikki Cross with this twisted Bliss, then I may not have a problem with this. Bring back NXT Nikki Cross. This current Nikki Cross is fucking garbage.
Yeah. She should be back to where she was. And bring her back her NXT gimmick.
Like when she was Insanity.
Yeah. And bring her back her theme music.
Or what if Alexa Bliss has this twisted female heel stable on Monday Night Raw with managed by Alexa Bliss, managed by a fiendish Alexa Bliss. You have Alexa Bliss as the manager. You got Nikki Cross. You got Priscilla Kelly and Elena Black from NXT. Priscilla Kelly was like that gypsy, like twisted gimmick, right? Priscilla Kelly.
Yeah.
Or Gigi Dolan. Get Elena Black / Cora Jade. Why not put them with Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross?
True.
Or how about putting Dexter Lumis with them?
I don't know. I don't know what you could do.
But I know what you think on that, but that's a thought. But if this Bliss and Cross back together, if this brings back NXT Nikki Cross, then fine. This current Nikki Cross is fucking trash.
Yeah.
Bring me back the Nikki Cross like she was Insanity. Give her back her old CFO's mute. Give her back her old CFO's music. Never just be a crazy just have her be a crazy banshee again, or just have her be just this crazy psychopath again, like she was in NXT when she was Insanity. How she was biting the ropes and just, being edgy.
This is what they should do with Nikki Cross on Monday Night Raw, and not have.
Now, when Bliss and Cross were paired 2 years ago, a Twisted Bliss and a Twisted Cross, that's what should have happened all along 2 years ago. But no, you changed Cross, but you didn't change Bliss. You should have kept Cross when Nikki Cross got called up 2 years ago to the main roster. You should have kept Nikki Cross the way she was when she was in NXT, and then you should have changed Bliss's character to a Twisted Bliss character. That's what you should have done all this time 2 years ago. That's what they should have done all along.
Not the opposite. I'm telling you that.
Yeah, a Twisted Bliss and a Twisted Bliss and an NXT Nikki Cross pairing 2 years ago. That's what should have happened the whole time.
Yeah, for their entire team before they split up 9 months ago.
Yeah. But yeah. But moving on. We then have a backstage segment with Shayna Baszler. They show the replay of Mandy and Dana costing Shayna and Nia their match earlier in the night against Lana and Naomi. They showed a replay of what happened with that earlier in the night. Terrible. They then had backstage Shayna yelling at Jax to get her head in the game or else. Baszler says to Jax. Baszler says to Jax, then Jax says, or else what? And then Angel Garza walks in and flirts with Nia. Jax is Angel Garza. Can I say this, dude? This is the best I have for Angel Garza.
Angel Garza on Monday Night Raw.
Former NXT Cruiserweight champion and quote unquote the next coming of Eddie Guerrero, quote unquote, right? Modern version of Eddie Guerrero, quote unquote, right? This is the best show for Angel Garza. Oh, but wow, Angel Garza getting a haircut. Wow, I thought Angel Garza was gonna get a big push soon on Monday Night Raw.
Oh,
I can't
wow.
believe it.
I didn't know that Garza was employed. Yeah, you heard me right. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There, now Adam's back.
Yeah.
There he is. But this is the best show for Angel Garza.
I didn't realize that he was even employed. Did you realize he was still employed?
I forgot he was even alive.
Yeah.
I've honestly forgot he was even alive. He was too busy. He was too busy in catering all this time making quesadillas. But Angel Garza paired with Shayna and Nia. This is the best show for Angel Garza. And what happened to Reginald?
Yeah, where is Kofi Kingston look like? Did they get rid of him again with no explanation? Of course, this is Bruce Pritchard. This is Kevin Dunn and Vince McMahon. They
think we're idiots and they think we forget.
Yeah, they get rid of things with no explanation.
Because they think we're stupid and they think we forget. Because they think we're stupid and they think we forget.
Here's a clue, Vince, Dunn, Bruce. We don't forget.
We don't forget anything. We know what you did. We've seen what you did. Stop insulting our intelligence. Stop insulting our intelligence. And then we get Drew McIntyre versus Mason T-Bar. We got McIntyre attacking T-Bar as soon as the bell rang. We got T-Bar and Mace hitting a double suplex for a near fall. McIntyre surprises T-Bar with the Glasgow kiss in midair. Mace and T-Bar beat McIntyre down in the corner. Referee calls for the bell. Braun Strowman then hits the ring and makes the save. Woo-hoo! Braun Strowman hits the ring and makes the save. And then, after the referee calls for the bell, then after Braun Strowman makes a save, then guess what they do? Call Teddy Long player. Handicap match changed to a tag team match.
The bait and switch.
Yeah, good old bait and switch. Hey, it wasn't a waste of time. Oh, but hey, man, it wasn't a waste of time. Hey, guys, it wasn't a waste. And then you'll get clowns on social media. But it wasn't a waste of time, man.
Wasn't a waste of time. Then why did the match end in disqualification then?
When you could have promoted the tag team match the entire night until the match happened instead of the handicap match.
Yeah.
But why are you two complaining, man? It was not a waste of time from handicap match changed to a tag team match, man. It's unpredictability, man. Handicap match changed to a tag team match. It's unpredictability. Stop complaining and bitching. If you don't like the show, why don't you just stop watching it, man? There's a clicker right next to you guys, man. Change the goddamn channel, man.
Are you related to Bruce? Are you related to Vince?
If you're not,
then shut the fuck up.
we have every right to fucking complain. And yes, it was a waste of time. Oh, but it wasn't a waste of time, man. Motherfucker, yes, it was.
And unpredictability. Is this what you call unpredictability?
If this is the unpredictability you call, I don't want anything to do with you.
When you know for a fact Drew McIntyre can't lose, you know for a fact that Mace and T-Bar can't lose.
So you're booking yourselves right into a corner.
When you realize Drew McIntyre is the #1 contender for the WWE Championship, he can't get pinned or submitted. You do realize that Mickey Mouse and T-Balls aligned themselves with MVP, and they can't lose.
And you can't have
so
them.
You
can't have them into jokes either.
Yeah.
Does nobody think while writing this fucking show? Does nobody think?
They just don't think, man. They never think.
Booking yourselves right into it. It's like McIntyre can't lose and T-Bar and Mace can't lose. It's like they're booking them. It's like you're booking yourself right into a fucking corner.
Then why bother book the match to begin with?
Yeah, then don't book the fucking match. Couldn't you have done anyone else besides T-Bar and Mace to feed to Drew McIntyre last night? That's not T-Bar and Mace.
Where was Bobby Lashley? Bro, on Drew McIntyre.
Or he couldn't have done the fucking Miz. The Miz is a bum on this show. Or somebody, or I don't know. I don't even know. Humberto, we'll talk about him. But no, it's like you want to try and feed T-Bar and Mace to Drew McIntyre last night on Raw, right? Wasn't there anyone else in the spot that's not? Couldn't it have been anyone else that's not T-Bar or Mace? Uh-oh. I don't know what's happening with Adam's audio issues, but I don't know, man. But
it's all right.
All right, there we go. Yes, there we go. You were saying, dude.
Yeah, these are the people. Vince McMahon, Bruce Pritchard, Kevin Dunn. These are the people writing Monday Night Raw on a weekly basis. This is what could change.
You had to have T-Bar and Mace in that spot, but you couldn't have anyone else in the spot that's not T-Bar and Mace.
But the report said it. Vince McMahon showed up late to Monday Night Raw and rebooked the show all by himself.
And it showed last night. Clear as day.
Unreal.
So the handicap match changed to a tag team match. We got nothing important with this match whatsoever. The only thing important in this match was McIntyre ripping off Mace's mask. Mace was unmasked as Dio Madden. Mace slaps McIntyre. McIntyre beats Mace into the corner with the mask. Referee rings the bell. Strowman pulls off T-Bar's mask. The referee calls for the bell. After the referee rings the bell. And Mace and T-Bar win by DQ. And Mace and T-Bar are finally unmasked. Finally. Retribution is truly dead. If you didn't think so before, they are now definitely truly dead. Good.
No more T-balls. No more Mickey Mouse. No more Lemon Jack. No more recording. And a mask.
Nope. Do we get me again and Shane Thorne unmasking this Friday? I don't know.
Would hope so. Let's show up without a mask next Friday on SmackDown.
Yeah. But Dominik Dijakovic and Dio Madden finally unmasked. Good. And Dijakovic, he grew back his hair, I see too.
He grew back his hair.
No more bald Dijakovic, no more face paint. He brought
No more any of that.
He had some short hair back like he had the short hair in NXT.
Yeah.
So he had that. Now all there's left is to have them back to their original names and give them their original attire. Give Dijakovic back his NXT attire that he had in NXT, and give Dio Madden some decent attire too.
Yeah.
That's all there's left. Unmasking, I'm glad they unmasked. Your thoughts on all of this before we move on?
Well, the tag team match was a complete waste of time, but thank God there's no retribution, and Dominik Dijakovic and Dio Madden faces were shown.
Yeah, thank
God.
God.
And if we knew who they were already.
Now, I said this on the Raw review. I said this with the Raw review with the Raw after Mania with Raw last week. I said this there on that particular video that Dijakovic and Dio Madden with the two replacing Cedric and Shelton of the Hurt Business, I hated that. But if you were going to unmask Dijakovic and Dio Madden, then I would be okay with it.
Yeah.
But Dijakovic and Dio Madden finally unmasked. Thank God, Retribution is officially no more. Retribution will not be missed. It was a fail from the start. Retribution is dead. It is dead. Retribution is truly fucking dead. Moving on. The Miz with Maurice versus Damien Priest. We have a distraction from Maurice. We have Miz taking control. Miz slams Priest into the barricade. We got Miz landing his awful it kicks. Priest blocks the last it kick with an elbow strike. Priest fires up and hits a splash in the corner. Miz escapes the broken arrow. Priest recovers and hits a springboard senton. Maurice then tries to distract. And Miz tries to cheat. And Miz tries to cheat to win. And Miz tries to cheat to win again like he did the previous week. Last week it worked. This week it doesn't work. This time, Priest then drops Miz with the Reckoning. And Damien Priest beats the Miz clean. 50-50 booking.
Did you care?
Nope.
Did anyone care?
Damien Priest should have won last week. Damien Priest should have won the last week. And the Miz loses this week. 50-50 fucking booking.
Now what are we going to get? Another Miz and Damien
This gets no one over this 50-50 booking bullshit. It gets Nobody over. It makes nobody look good.
Yeah, nobody gets over.
Nobody gets over. Damien Priest loses the last week, which he should not have lost last week. Then Miz loses this week. Illogical fucking garbage booking.
Garbage television. Man.
I don't even care.
Wouldn't it have been easier if you've kept Damien Priest unbeaten last week?
Was it that hard? Was it that hard?
Bruce?
Is it that hard to keep him unbeaten?
But no, let's have Damien Priest lose to the Miz and his fucking boxers.
With his boxer showing and Maurice trying to cover Miz's boxers. Embarrassing. And Miz and Morrison, they're garbage together. Morrison needs to be away from the Miz. Miz and Morrison are a garbage team. Maurice with Miz and Morrison team just got worse now with Maurice added. What did Maurice add? Let me be honest.
Nothing.
What does Maurice add? Your thoughts on this with Maurice now added?
Nothing.
Maurice adds no value whatsoever. But Maurice was hot, man. She may have been hot, but in the ring,
Unreal.
But in the ring, no.
To Monday Night Raw.
But Maurice is a former Divas champion, man. What? Former Divas champion.
Next.
You mean the butterfly belt? Yeah, next. Miz versus Damien Priest. Who gives a shit? Watch them do Damien Priest versus John Morrison next week. And Morrison loses next week. Awful. Absolutely fucking awful. Then you want to know why Adam and I shit all over the show every fucking week.
No logic.
No logic whatsoever on this fucking show. And then we get the next in-ring segment. New U.S. champion Sheamus. Oh, look at that. New U.S. champion Sheamus has been found. The new U.S. champion Sheamus was in catering recently, eating some sweet potato fries. No more catering right now for Sheamus. Sheamus has been found. Oh, there he is. Oh, but wow, no more catering for Sheamus. And he has an in-ring segment. Sheamus says he's going to do an open challenge for the U.S. title every week or when he feels like it. Rehash with John Cena 2015 U.S. title open challenge. Rehash of that.
I think.
Oh, but it's something fun, man. Why? Oh, but it's a good thing. Why are you still moaning and complaining, man? I swear to God, you guys don't like anything, man.
Don't like anything. You do like that the open challenge overstayed its welcome. When was the last time? How many times did you use the open challenge?
Oh, but challenges are fun, man. It was fun with John Cena, man. But here's a difference, though, with the one with Cena and the one with Sheamus. There's a difference.
Which Cena is genuine. And it got people over.
Sorry, you were saying about, I think,
Sheamus,
your audio issue. I don't know what happened with audio issue, but you were saying with John Cena, the differences with Cena.
the difference with Cena is that it was genuine, and Cena got people over.
Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Cesaro, Dean Ambrose, Wade Barrett, Neville.
Yeah. Seth Rollins.
Yeah, Seth Rollins, Big E, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, Dolph Ziggler.
What? Who is gonna get an open challenge against Sheamus? Nobody.
Oh, but Sheamus is doing the best work of his career, man. Sheamus looks great, but The guy lost. Though I like Sheamus. He's doing some good work, but do you trust this show with him as U.S. champion?
Nah.
And the thing is with Cena, it was like Cena, like you said, Cena was great in good matches, and Cena got people over. Do you trust them with Sheamus with this one? And it's like with Cena, it was genuine. It's like just to fill time on a 3-hour show. This means that this tells me that the Raw writers are fucking lazy and they can't come up with anything new, different, and exciting. They're just doing this shit to fill what 20 minutes on a 3-hour piece of shit show.
Yeah,
that's what that tells me.
I think so.
No creativity with this whatsoever. Zero creativity.
And then out comes
you guessed it.
And
Humberto Carrillo. Humberto Carrillo. He answers the challenge and he turns his back to Sheamus. He gets utterly destroyed before the bell even rings. Sheamus beat the ever-living shit out of Humberto Carrillo. Then Sheamus row kicks Carrillo and then walks away. Humberto Carrillo. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, Humberto Carrillo.
But I gotta say this to you, bro. Can you hear me right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, can I say it? Oh,
yep.
Wow. I thought with Humberto Carrillo being jacked up was gonna see him get a main event push on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, Humberto will get a big main event push, all right, and Titus catering.
Yeah, Humberto Carrillo back on Monday Night Raw, and he's still a loser.
Did you even realize he was still alive or even still employed?
No.
How many matches did Humberto have on Raw in 2020? How many matches did Humberto have on Raw in 2021? How many?
0. He hasn't even wrestled a match on Monday Night Raw all year. He hasn't even wrestled a match on Monday Night Raw all year.
None whatsoever.
He has wrestled 0 matches. He has wrestled 0 matches on Monday Night Raw.
Watch them do Humberto and Sheamus in the non-title next week. Now have Humberto win a non-title match next week. Watch. Fucking awful. Now Humberto's a good wrestler, but the guy is a loser.
Yeah.
It's like lose. Then he gets title shot. Humberto Carrillo and Sheamus for the U.S. title. Are you kidding me? It's the best jab for Sheamus. Where was Keith Lee?
Out of everybody, you could have picked to have to put Sheamus. And it was fucking Humberto.
Out of anyone you could have done, you choose Humberto Carrillo. What has he done?
He's done nothing. He hasn't even won a match in the last year and a half.
Oh, but he's won matches on main event, man. What? Main event?
Watches main event. Who watches main event? Wins on main event do not count.
Wins on main event don't mean a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Humberto Carrillo and Sheamus. This makes no sense. when you could have had Keith Lee come back. But no, you want to do Humberto Carrillo. You think that's a better idea?
I really think Humberto Carrillo is gonna win the U.S. title from Sheamus.
Imagine thinking Humberto's going to beat Sheamus for the U.S. title. Imagine people thinking that.
Laughable.
In fact, if Humberto beat Sheamus, that would kill the U.S. title.
Yeah, of course.
Humberto beating Sheamus, if you actually think that, you may be the dumbest fucking retard I've ever seen.
Humberto Carrillo has less wins than Omos on Monday Night Raw this year.
And Omos has wrestled only once.
Yeah.
Fucking awful. And then we get the main event of last night's Raw, Asuka versus Charlotte Flair.
No, I'm out. I'm not talking about the main event. I'm out.
That's your main event for Monday Night Raw.
I'm walking out. See you later, bro. See you later.
Oh, wait. We got to talk about the fucking match. Stay there.
No, I'm not talking about the main event. I'm not gonna talk about a main event that did not make. That was a complete waste. I'm out.
Well, actually, no. Before you go. I'm not even talking about much of the match at all. We had Rhea come out with a chair, sitting on a chair at ringside. We had Asuka versus Charlotte. This meant nothing. We've seen it so many times, rinse and repeat. Been done to death. Asuka versus Charlotte. Enough of this shit with Asuka versus Charlotte already. Enough of it. Asuka wins with a crucifix. Who gives a shit? Asuka wins with a crucifix after Rhea distracted Charlotte, and Asuka beat Charlotte with the help of Rhea. So Charlotte refuses to lose clean again. Then after this, Charlotte then attacks referee, and then Charlotte gets fined $100,000, and Charlotte being suspended.
Botches were made.
You really think this is going to get Charlotte over?
By the way, before we mention that, botches were made in the main event. Botches were made.
Adnan Verk?
Yeah. And during the match, we've seen botches from Asuka and Charlotte.
This is what happens when we do Asuka for Charlotte for the 2020 first fucking time. This is what happens when you do Asuka for Charlotte for 2021 fucking times.
In the main event of Monday Night Raw.
Where was Bobby Lashley the main event this show? You know, he's the WWE champion. Where the fuck was Bobby Lashley last night?
Apparently he's with AJ and Alma.
Yeah, fucking awful.
He's with AJ and Alma.
Yeah, fucking terrible. And then you had Charlotte attacking some referees last night. Then Charlotte getting fined $100,000. Charlotte getting suspended. Yeah, like that's gonna work to get Charlotte over, right, Vince? It'll blow up right in your fucking face. Vince thinks it'll work, but reality is it's gonna blow up right in Vince's face, man. And I can't wait for it to happen.
It's gonna blow. Charlotte come back next week or at Backlash.
Yeah. And Charlotte is waiting to feast on Rhea. It's coming. It's coming, folks.
It's only a matter of time before Charlotte Flair is the Raw Women's Champion.
Oh, but that's never going to happen, though, man. Rhea's the future of Monday Night Raw, man. Rhea's the future of Monday Night Raw. Now with Charlotte around.
Well, with good booking and if they play their cards right, okay. But with Charlotte on the same brand as her? Oh, man. Oh, man.
Fucking terrible. And Charlotte attacking the referees. Vince thinks this is going to work. He thinks it's going to get Charlotte over. Whether Charlotte's a heel or face. Vince thinks it's going to work. But it won't. It won't.
Here's a clue, Vince. It's not working. And it will never work.
And what the fuck was Charlotte wearing last night for a ring attire?
I have no idea.
It looked
I don't
terrible.
even want to mention.
A waste of a time of a main event. Waste of fucking time. Rhea's run as Raw Women's Champion has been a failure. The past few weeks she's been Raw Women's Champion. It's been a fail. I don't even think it's Rhea's fault, but it's been a fail.
Yeah. This is what happens when you have no challengers built up for Rhea Ripley properly. And you want to do the same old formulaic Charlotte Flair comes back challenging for a women's title because you got nobody to face Rhea Ripley.
Because Charlotte shoved down her throats, and Charlotte's selfish, and it's like there are other women on the Raw roster who are much better than Charlotte, but Charlotte's fucking selfish, and it's like Charlotte in the agenda. It's nauseating. The Charlotte Flair agenda is fucking nauseating. Fucking god awful. What a waste of a main event. And this show was fucking awful. Awful was this fucking show. I feel fucking dumber watching this show.
You know who is the biggest dumbasses for watching Monday Night Raw? Everybody that's signed up.
I don't know if you can hear Adam or not. I think is your audio good, Adam?
I'm okay.
All right.
Okay. No?
Oh boy. Okay, I think it's
I'm
good
all right.
That's good.
I'm all right, bro. I'm all right. But you know who are the biggest dumbasses of them all for watching Monday Night Raw? The virtual geeks. Everybody that signed up as a virtual fan for Monday Night Raw. Because imagine giving up your hard-fun money that you worked so hard to Monday Night Raw and watch a show like this. I ask you what.
These people who sign up for Raw as a virtual fan, but you feel sorry for them, man. You know the amount of ounce of sorrow we have for them? For the people who sign up for Raw as a virtual fan?
Zero.
Not 1 ounce of fucking sympathy or sorrow.
No.
You go out in public to your job, right? And then you earn your money. Then you take that money, you give it to Monday Night Raw to attend a show like last night. Why would you do such a thing like that? Adam and I ask you, why would you fucking do that?
Meanwhile, you and I sit there and we laugh at the decision that these people made.
You know Raw is terrible, so why do you attend Raw as a virtual fan? Oh, but Raw will change, man. No, they won't. Do you know who's booking these shows? Do you even know who's booking these shows every week?
Yeah. You know what changed during Monday Night Raw? The ratings. That's what changed. That was the ratings.
Yeah. Oh, but last week, they got over 2 million viewers. And now this week, they got a 1.907 this week. The fans that left from the last week, what happened to those fans? Yeah. Vince? Oh, the fans, where did they go? Well,
I'll tell you where did they go.
Last week, where did they go? We'll tell you where they went, Vince.
They did not watch your show because they knew that the show was going to suck.
Yeah. Yeah. And these virtual clowns who attend Raw as a virtual fan. You know Raw's a god-awful show. You know Raw's the worst show on television. So why do you even sign up for Raw as a virtual fan? Why? When you know the show is garbage every fucking Monday. We ask you, why would you do such a thing? And then we sit here and we laugh right in your face for the choice that you fucking made.
unreal, man.
Absolutely fucking unreal. This show fucking sucked last night. First 2 Raws after Mania, 2 garbage Raws. And what was this? 4 for 4 worst Raw of this year? 4 for 4?
4 for 4, yeah. 4 worst Raw episodes of the year, 4 weeks in a row.
4 weeks in a row. Raw is the worst show on television, folks. It truly is. I know SmackDown's no better, and SmackDown after Mania last week was it sucked last week too. SmackDown after Mania last week, it sucked too, but Jesus Christ, this fucking show is just
Monday Night Raw, man.
But
Monday Night Raw is on a whole new level.
The holy fucking shit. Raw is a whole new level of fucking awful. Raw is in fucking shambles right now. If you don't see that, I don't know what to tell you. There is so much wrong with this show. Up and down. Up and down.
Monday Night Raw needs a complete overhaul.
Big time. A draft and a complete overhaul.
Yeah. Monday Night Raw is so bad that they need a complete overhaul.
Yeah. And if you don't see the issues with Raw right now, you're the reason why Raw's in the fucking toilet right now.
Yeah.
Things need to change on the show, and badly. Things need to change on this fucking show, and fucking bad. Because this fucking sucks. It is terrible. Absolutely fucking horrendous. Absolutely fucking abysmal fucking garbage. Garbage. This show sucks. This show sucks.
I'm gonna get out of here right now.
Yeah, and that's your Raw review. Follow me on Twitter at FioriNick579. Follow me on Instagram at NicholasFiore2014, and follow me on Facebook at Nicholas_Fiore31. Follow Adam on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at AdamCarl2005. And be sure to hit the like button on the video, guys. Make sure you subscribe as well to the Fiore Station channel if you haven't done so yet. Hit the bell for all notifications as well while you're at it. Be greatly appreciated. Hit the bell for all notifications. Hit the bell for all notifications so you're notified and all. And that is that. And hit the like. So subscribe to the Fiore Station YouTube channel. Hit the bell for all notifications and hit the like on the video. It would be greatly appreciated, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining Adam and I for the Raw review with Raw last night, April the 19th of 2021. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Hope you guys liked and enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And we'll see you next time right here on the channel for more good content right here on the Fiore Station, right here on the Fiore Station YouTube channel, right here on YouTube.com. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll see you guys later.